live?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. What do you want from me? Did I post this on
The
here?
fact that our faces are on the screen.
Yeah,
we're
well,
live.
I don't know if that matters. I gotta wait and see if this catches up. See, right now, it's still delayed.
Okay,
like
so I'm probably safe to just go on a racist rant
I
right
would
now,
not
and
do
it's
that.
probably
I would-
fine.
I would recommend never doing that, possibly. There you go.
So we're live.
Yeah, now we're live.
Okay. I'm
But
Ian.
we were live for your previous comment, too.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm Ian with Bad Movie Night, and I'm sitting here with graphic designer, YouTuber, podcast host, podcast producer, editor,
Oh, wait, I need to turn this off.
father, husband, Chris.
This was like the nicest thing you ever said about me.
Just describing what you are.
I am all those things, but I'm not good at any of them. If that counts.
Nonsense. You're good at least half of them.
Yeah.
So we're live here. We're going to do Hangout with our YouTube followers. Asking some questions. Go ahead and get them in. We'll squeeze them in. Already cultivated a few from Twitter, from Reddit, from Facebook.
Did you get that? You got that one, guys.
Yeah, I got it. This is all the stuff you should have brought up before we were live.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay, that one too. I didn't check the subreddit. Did you check the subreddit?
I did. We're good. We've
my
already
God.
started. You know we already
You're so
started, right?
professional. That's fine. What's up, Ian? How's it going?
I'm good, and you?
I'm living the dream.
So before we've got a few questions previously from Twitter, from our subreddit, and we'll get to some of those. I thought I'd start off with some questions about the origins of Bad Movie Night.
What do you mean? What do you want to know?
I haven't been here from the beginning, so maybe some of this is new to me, and a lot of folks have come on more recently than at the start. So I guess say you got your started in podcasting on a bit of a video game podcast before Bad Movie Night.
We did that for a while.
You, fellow Bad Movie Night co-host Todd, as well as another gentleman, Josh.
Yeah, we did that for a while, but movies are easier to talk about. And that podcast was way more contentious.
Well, yeah.
Like when we talk on ours now,
Mm-hmm.
it's more fun and like, I don't know, for whatever reason, people take video games more personal for some reason when you criticize
When you say
them.
contentious, you mean you and the other hosts, or mean
like
the
it was
people,
just-
or you mean the people watching
No,
or
it was
listening
us,
rather?
it was just like constantly arguing.
Okay.
But we don't really argue.
So what you're saying is Josh was the problem.
No, it was more me and Todd, really.
Okay.
And we don't argue now, really, right?
Hmm?
Not
No, not
in
so
a yeah. It's like it's friendlier and
What was the name of that podcast again?
Loot Grinders.
Loot Grinders. That's still available if people want to check that out?
Hell no.
Okay. So talk to me about Bad Movie Night. Was it your idea alone and you brought in some friends? Was it you and AJ, you and Aaron, you and Todd?
I don't know how many years ago this was. So it was like high school. We did one.
Okay.
Like we hit a camera, me and AJ, like in my bookshelf while we watched some bad movie, because we would always just watch. We'd go to the video store and just like rent something. And so we hit a camera the one time, and we like edited us down because we make so many movies and shit back then.
Okay.
And then I don't know, like I lost track of AJ and Mark for a while, so I thought this was a good idea and it would be something fun that we could bring together.
Because you and AJ and Mark that initially came up with the idea?
No, it's just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
Okay, all you.
Always.
Nobody
all
else
me.
deserves any
all
credit.
Me all the time. No. So
Just a good excuse to get together, hang out, watch some movies?
pretty much, I will say, the Bad Movie Night show, not the one me and you do,
Mm-hmm.
kind of devolved into how drunk can we get, which turns out is pretty fucking drunk. Yeah,
I've noticed.
But it's fun.
Yeah, I should mention that I guess this has never come up on here before because we've never gotten too personal until now. But we know each other because our wives have been friends since about middle school. But I remember one of the very first times I hung out with you, independent of the wives, was going over to, I think it was AJ's house at the time, and we were hanging out in the basement watching some terrible old action movies that he had found somewhere. So when you guys started this, it made a
How do you
hell of a
remember
lot of
that?
sense. Like I said, it's one of my first memories with one of my best friends. Of course I'm going to remember it, Chris.
I do not remember that.
See, the memory wouldn't be as special to you because it was you hanging out with all your high school buddies that you'd all hung out with 1,000 times and this one random idiot who showed up. For me, it was like the first time hanging out with you guys other than with the wives along as well.
I do have to say, Matthew Brassington says, how old are you guys?
Oh, boy. Do we want to get into that? I mean...
How old do you think we are?
Older than time?
Wait, how old do you think we are?
Yeah, that is a
Let's
good
go
question.
with that first, and then we'll answer. But I took that friends. Which friends are you test, and I'm a little upset about this.
Okay, so I guess we should address the fact that Twitter user I Be There For You has asked us which friend. What's your favorite friend?
Good.
And
he said it could be anybody. Right?
Yeah, any random.
Like even
side character. So your favorite friend is Ross, apparently?
No. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but that's what I got. That's which friend am I?
Well, your favorite and which one you actually are can be two very different things.
He says 35.
35.
Motherfucker. No, I am not 35. How dare you, sir?
Let's see, I am 33.
I am 32. With a little bit more. 33.
Going to be 34 next month, so not too far off.
35, 38?
It's fine, Chris. Don't be so vain.
Maybe my waistline. No, I'm pretty sensitive about my age now.
Apparently.
Are you not?
I don't even remember my age half the time. I have to do the math every time.
Yeah, but
Somebody asked me how old I am. I'm like, I don't know. So I stalled for time to think about what it was.
Like the grays.
Yeah.
They worry me.
Got a gray for every year I've been with my wife.
Is that like...
And two for every year since my daughter was born.
Really? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I just...
Hey, how does the audio sound? Let us know. Because I had to rig something up here from what I was initially planning on doing.
Okay. So, Bad Movie Night as a title for our page. I know sometimes we run into difficulty with people assuming our page is something it's not. Did you consider any other titles before you settled on Bad Movie Night, or was it the first thing that came to mind?
What beer do you drink? We'll get to that. Bad Movie Night? No, I just kind of came up with it, and I just went with it.
The first thing you came up with?
Pretty much. Just because we would always go, it's Bad Movie Night. Like, that's a thing to say. It was a thing we would say. Sometimes,
especially back then, we were looking for the worst possible thing we could find. And I don't think that's necessarily what we always do anymore, but...
No.
I know sometimes we've approached people that we want to talk to, and they're like, oh, I don't think my movie's bad. What are you talking about? Like, well, no, that's not really, like, we're not trying to say your movie's bad.
That's the thing. Like, when we say Bad Movie Night, and it was, even back then in the day, it was more or less, we would go to the movie store, and we'd pick out a movie that looked cool based on a cover, and when you do that, 90% of the time, the movie you get is complete shit, and the cover is way better. And that's kind of where we're at now. We like,
especially with the older movies.
We'll pick out a movie that we're like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Like Carver's Gate, it's got this monster on the cover.
Podcast on Carver's Gate just dropped earlier today. Check it out.
And there's cool stuff on the back, and you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And so,
especially because you haven't seen it advertised on TV all summer, like Jurassic Park, and
so we don't go the route on here of like trying to find specifically really bad movies. Like, there's the Neil Breen movies that everybody loves, and they are fun, and they're funny, but we don't really approach those because we're kind of looking for something actually we like.
Yeah.
That,
and we just know that the hit rate's not going to be great.
Well, that too.
There's a bunch of movies we watched that we even thought would be really good and ended up not being. Recently, for the YouTube page, we covered Cargo on Netflix. I was expecting a really outstanding movie, and it was just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything special either.
So what beers are we drinking right now? We're drinking Victory.
Homegrown.
Which is local.
New American lager.
Victory's local, right?
It's available pretty wide, though. It is, I mean, we could get there in 30 minutes probably, but yeah, it does have pretty wide distribution. I'd say if there's an official brewery of Bad Movie Night, we'd have to call out two. One would be Stickman Brews. One because
they do not distribute, right?
No, you probably can only get that at the distributor, maybe at a few bars in the greater Philadelphia area. But it's the closest brewery to where we're sitting. and they make really great beer.
They just added a kitchen.
They sure did.
So we should go there.
We should. And I'd say the second one, specifically because they shared one of our videos one time because we were drinking their beer in at Wacker Brewery out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where most of the rest of the guys who contribute to the channel are from, or live.
They said, we said.
They said, we said. Who said, we said, what said?
Is that you, Johnny Walker? From, I believe I was talking to you earlier today. He says, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
Good question. I was getting to that one.
Well, I mean...
Did it start as a YouTube channel or did it start as a podcast?
No, it started as YouTube.
It started as YouTube.
Well, it started as a podcast and YouTube at the same time. And we just started it because...
Which one actually happened first in terms
YouTube.
of getting a video?
The YouTube.
Or getting a product?
Because AJ, who's on our other show, and I have, AJ's a full-time, he does videos for a college, and I do a lot of video editing and stuff like that. So we enjoy video editing. We've always made movies and stuff like that, so this was just a way to get back into it.
Did you make The Matrix?
We made The Matrix. We did not make the sequels.
Oh, okay.
And then you're like, eh. But
next week we'll be covering The Matrix on our YouTube channel.
So why we made it is because we wanted to put a lot of money and effort into things that nobody watches.
Well, it's starting to grow finally.
So yeah.
Now that I'm here.
That's true. Now that Ian has joined.
Bringing the heat, baby. Bringing the heat.
Should we talk about this Friends thing?
Yes, let's talk about the Friends thing. So you said you like Ross.
No, I don't have a problem. People hate Ross. I don't have a problem with Ross.
I should say, I'm not a Friends fan, so I couldn't even think of which one I liked best. So I went to Google, said, which friend am I? And it gave me a quiz. So I could find out which friend am I. And I got Gary, which is really exciting because the actor who plays Gary was in a movie we just did a few weeks ago.
Deep Blue Sea 2.
Well, he wasn't in Deep Blue Sea 2. He was in the original that we didn't cover. But we did a sequel to a movie he was in, Michael Rappaport.
Is that how you say that? Rappaport? Is it a silent T?
I don't know. I could be getting it wrong. What do you think? I know things about movies?
I feel like if you're from... Isn't he from, Jersey?
I
feel like there's no silent T's.
Sure. Rappaport. I don't care. The point is, because I'm a Gary, I am a sweet, genuine person with a really crazy sex drive. Hey, baby.
Is that what that said?
It did. Got it? You have your life together, but you surround yourself with people who don't.
You are a Gary. You would you would say something about your sex drive.
I didn't say it. BuzzFeed said it.
So I got Ross, and I says, you can't get laid without getting someone pregnant. God damn it, I am Ross, aren't I?
So you've gotten laid twice.
Let's go with that. Oh, man.
Okay, we got a question on Twitter from user @SamDavis. What kind of music do you like to listen to?
What kind of music? What kind of music do you think we like to listen to? I want to hear from you. I want to know what kind. Do we look like? Do we look like hipsters? Like, what is this?
Do we look like metalheads? Do we look like we're into bluegrass?
Yeah.
I could see you with a banjo.
Really?
Yeah. Sitting out in your front porch.
No.
From out in the wilds of central PA.
That's true. I am from Amish country.
I don't know if anybody's going to be answering that question. This is a question that came in on Twitter last night.
I asked the chat people.
Okay, how many people are in the chat? I don't even
There's
know.
7.
All right. We're going to sit here and wait for them to answer questions and deal with the delay.
We're going to wait here. Wait for the delay.
That's the plan.
We're waiting for the delay.
Super professional. Super professional.
I don't know. Okay. So, all right. Then go ahead and tell me, Ian.
Well, we already asked them to tell us.
You have no patience.
They're probably already typing.
All right. He said gangster rap.
Gangster rap, of course. For sure. What's your favorite gangster rapper, Chris?
So Public Enemy did a song with Anthrax called "Bring the Noise."
That is the most Chris answer I could have gotten.
Which was a cool song.
What do you
Backstreet Boys, fuck you, Stacy.
Who is that awful person? How do you feel about the new Childish Gambino joint? Or as we say in our part of the world, John.
I thought it was fine. Like, it's not really my kind of music, but it was pretty catchy, and the video was really interesting. But
So what are you really into then?
Metal.
Metal?
Prog rock and metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bounce around all different kinds of genres. I listen to some metal sometimes. Lately, it's been I've been listening to a band called Kill Lincoln. They're a ska band out of the D.C. area. Saw them live at the Chamonix Creek Brewery recently, along with a bunch of other bands. The Dead South is a newgrass band from Canada I've been listening to quite a bit. And Shinobu, rock band out of California. Just some of the random things I listen to.
Just making shit up.
Listen to a lot of like Celtic punk stuff over the course of my life.
Joseph Costin says we look like Rush fans. So here's the deal. I've been to a lot of Rush concerts, and I take offense to that comment, sir.
I resemble that remark. I don't have any particular opinion about Rush. I don't dislike them. They don't do anything for me. They're talented. I get it.
No, I like. I'm not a huge Rush fan. My dad is a huge Rush fan, and every year since I became an adult, he'd be like, "I got your Rush tickets for your birthday," and then we would go. I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." But
yeah, certainly I see the musicianship. I get it, but no, not for me.
Stacy
really
says you lip sync, in sync on the reg.
No, I'm more of a Backstreet guy.
I couldn't tell you the difference. Like I don't know which one's which.
Backstreet Boys was the one with, or no, NSYNC was the one with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, but I don't know what an NSYNC song is. Like,
they did the one with the guy in the straight jacket.
Bye. That one.
Yeah, that was NSYNC. Backstreet Boys did the one that was Rock Your Body. Yeah.
What is this?
What was the last live?
Frankel G says, "Are you going to review Radius 2017? It's good."
I haven't heard of that one.
Radius 2017. A man wakes with amnesia and finds people mysteriously dead. I had never heard of this. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe.
We might watch some trailers here in a bit.
Gonna write it down. We'll definitely have to look into
check that out.
So going back to the music thing, what was the last concert you saw live?
Well, in 2 days I will be seeing Slayer.
That doesn't answer my question.
I don't know. Fuck
You're gonna
you.
see Slayer?
I don't know. Yeah.
They still play?
This is their last tour.
Okay.
But I will be
You see that
seeing
Christian
them
rock
with
band?
Anthrax and
Nice. Anthrax, I'd want to say.
Lamb of God, which I'm not a fan of, but
But they're fun live.
I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't know. I think Catatonia maybe or something like that.
Isn't that a municipality in Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein, yeah. I like Swedish death metal.
Okay.
Not that Catatonia fits that anymore, but
well, since you asked, the last live show I saw was I took my 6-year-old daughter to see Ants on a Log in Roxborough.
Oh,
last
we're
weekend.
counting that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
So got to see a children's folk duo play, and bonus, a friend of mine from Lancaster, his bluegrass band was playing later in the day, so I got to see the Jersey Corn Pickers that day as well.
Okay, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, last show I saw that I really definitely wanted to see, just for me, and not counting the folk duo she wanted to see, was I went to the ska festival in Croydon.
Yeah, I could never get into ska. Sorry,
it's fine.
Never worked for me.
I invited you, but I mean you were too cool. It's fine.
Favorite TV series?
Favorite current or all time? Off the top of my head, I like Walking Dead. That's pretty good.
Really?
Into the Badlands is fun. Oh no, hold on. I'm drawing a blank. Happy's my favorite current show.
Favorite current.
Yeah,
You
it's
would
fresh in my
consider
mind
Walking
though.
Dead, really? Even how much it whacks and wings of its quality.
I mean,
is that
I
the
like
right terminology there?
Sure.
Waxing and waning.
Sure, I've liked most of it. I mean, sure, not every episode's a hit, but I mean, show running that long, it's not all going to be great. I'm interested to see where they go with it, especially now that Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show.
Yeah, that is weird.
Curious to see what they do with it
can't
from there.
imagine it will be good.
Depends what they do with it. I'm always more of a story guy anyway. I'm not necessarily drawn in by specific actors all the time. So if they have an interesting story, I'll hang with it.
Driving.
Yeah, but Fear the Walking Dead is, in my opinion, better than The Walking Dead at the moment. I was just kind of
but I never
categorizing
really
them all
thought
together.
that Fear the Walking Dead, like it. I don't know. We can move on.
The show is spiritually very similar.
It's not nearly as cheesy.
That's fine.
So he says, "R.I.P. The Walking Dead." Too soon. Favorite TV series? I don't know. I can always go back and watch some Steinfeld.
Steinfeld?
Yeah, or some Star Trek: The Next Generation, or
you were watching Next Gen when I walked in today.
Yeah, my daughter was doing the spaceship.
Currently working through Deep Space Nine and Voyager.
Ooh. mean, those are fine. Just stop. Don't go to Enterprise. Don't do it. That theme song will kill you.
The theme song will kill you. I haven't seen any of it yet. I'll give at least the first few episodes a try before I give up on it, though. I've heard some good things about it from some people.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll make up my own mind.
No,
I'm not going to listen to you. I don't care about your opinions about movies and such.
The last season is one overarching story, so I really kind of got into it then. And I don't have a problem with Scott Bakula or anything. I do have a major problem with that goddamn theme song at the intro, and you will see. It's like some 80s power ballad. It's fucking terrible. And it sets, like, it just puts you in a horrible mood and it takes you a little while to get out of that haze before.
Okay.
But,
anything current you're watching that you'd say is your favorite currently?
I mean, I watched Fear the Walking Dead.
Did you watch Happy?
I did not watch Happy.
Guys, watch Happy. It's already been approved for season 2, but I need this thing to keep going. We can't let it die.
I watched the...
How about Preacher?
Preacher's good. I do like Preacher. I watched The Terror, that AMC thing.
I watched most of the first episode. I didn't draw me in.
No, I liked it.
Okay. Right on.
It was a little slower, but I
don't mind slow.
I thought it was fine. I would think you would like that, being a history buff. Me.
It takes story to draw me in more than
favorite
history.
Good bad movie of all time.
Good bad movie. I mean, a contender would have to be. What do you mean by good bad?
That's the thing. Like, people call Critters a bad movie.
No, that's a great movie.
And that's like one of my fucking favorite movies.
I don't generally like movies because they're intentionally bad. If I had to say one of those type, I'd go with the FP. Short.
Is that the one you made me watch?
Yes, I made you watch it.
Yes.
We recorded a video on it. You will not find it in the YouTube feed because Chris didn't see fit to post it.
I think I deleted it by accident.
We'll call that our lost episode.
We have a few of those. I don't know.
Not that many.
I mean, out of the ones that we've watched and reviewed on our YouTube channel, that's hard to say.
So I only occasionally contribute to the podcast. The one I was disappointed to miss out on most was Beowulf because I love that movie.
Oh yeah, the one with Christopher
Lambert.
Lambert, yeah.
Yeah, that one's great. I remember seeing that back when I was in high school, and I'd say that's definitely an early contender for among bad movies that I really love. I'd say my oldest love of a bad or just a low budget movie would have to be Robot Jocks. From a very early age, I saw.
That's Stuart Gordon, right?
I have no idea that actor's name.
No, the director.
Oh, the director? I have no clue. I remember I saw that when I was very, very young. Loved it from then. You couldn't talk me out of liking it now. And I especially love watching it now because some of the tech in that movie is so out of date. It's hilarious. Guy gets out of his hover car and goes to open the garage door and pulls out his garage door opener. It's the size of an iPad. It's so funny.
Robot Jocks? I don't remember that. We need to watch Crash and Burn.
And I've never seen it. Never seen the sequel.
It's like 45 minutes long. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, based on what we've reviewed before, movies that I really liked was Class of 1999.
Okay.
I don't know.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask. Is what of the stuff specifically that we've covered? What were some of your standout favorites? Whether it's for the podcast or the YouTubes or just privately in our bedroom.
See, the thing with bad movies, at least for our stuff, it's not necessarily the movie. It's the experience you have watching the movie.
Yeah.
And with friends.
For sure.
So, I don't know. We liked Iced.
Okay.
Which is just a fucking terrible movie.
I didn't see that one.
But like, it was a fun experience. It is something I'll remember. Like that. That is, I think, what. I don't know. I don't really just want to sit down and rewatch. Although, like, Class of 1999 is so good that you could probably just watch by yourself and have a lot of fun with. I don't know. Yeah, drunk David Carradine. AJ's fucking favorite.
It's his spirit animal.
Where is that? Oh, I don't have a David Carradine one. Oh, yeah, I do. It's with Mark. Stacy says the FP exclamation points.
Indeed.
Did you have something you were saying?
Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to say. I got a bunch of movies today.
Did you?
I didn't look at them yet. But I know what I ordered, but I wanted to go through some of these because
check them out. The stuff you're thinking about for the podcast or for the YouTube page?
Well, so I got this one earlier, actually. Black Candles, and this is one of these Italian joints that AJ is very interested in.
Yeah, AJ will love that. Oh boy, nudity right on the cover.
These Mr. Fat W videos, these are just terrible rips and then they make the DVD cover artwork. I don't know how many times. I bought a few of these.
Sex and the Devil, a wicked combination. Starring Martha Belton, Vanessa Ashley, Jeff Keighley, and John McGrath. This looks awful.
Holy shit! I didn't realize I bought a
Blah, blah.
Blu-ray. A Blu-ray.
What do you got there?
X-Ray and Schizoid. I bought Schizoid for AJ because it's got Klaus Kinski in it. You know who he is?
I do not.
Oh, do you recognize that man?
I do not.
Oh, he's in a ton of movies. AJ's a huge fan of him.
Okay. I've also got Pieces. You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre.
See ya, they said, we said.
Who said what?
They said, we said he's got to go. Yeah, Pieces. Pieces are like a classic, I think.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I hear it's a mix. Like, I hear it's a pretty bad movie, but also a pretty good slasher movie.
Okay.
It's Italian.
I mean, slasher movies are kind of bad by default, aren't they?
How dare you? It's Italian, though.
Oh, it's so good we're opening up the case and watching it now?
Yeah, actually, we're watching this one right now.
Okay.
I want to open it. So, I'm a little worried, because we're going to do this one on the video show. I'm a little worried, because I feel like this one might have more of a... Holy shit, look at this.
2 DVD combo set.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. We got breasts right in the...
Yeah.
Right in
Dude,
the
those DVDs
opening.
are awesome looking.
They do look pretty good. Looks like a slasher movie starring V for Vendetta. And we've got Truth or Dare, June 1st, 1986. It's time to play.
Okay, so Truth or Dare, we did that movie Killing Spree,
Okay.
which is Tim Ritter. I stumbled upon Tim Ritter, I don't know how, but I found the trailer.
Commentary with him on
Found the trailer for Killing Spree, and it just featured a whole bunch of ridiculousness. And then I came to discover Tim Ritter, who's some alter of like horrible, crappy, campy B movies with tons of gore. And I love myself some cheap gore effects, so we got Killing Spree. But then everyone's saying you need to watch Truth or Dare because that's where his like apex was.
Now there was a big budget theatrical release movie by that same title earlier this year. Is that a remake or in any way related to?
No. What did you think? Did you see that movie yet?
I did not see that movie.
What did you think of it?
I didn't see it.
Do you have any interest in seeing that?
Not particularly. Didn't look that good to me.
It was too teeny bopper.
Don't generally like those teeny, let's all kill the teenagers type movies.
The smile thing? Did you like that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was the whole hook.
Oh,
like
no.
Oh, there's no book.
Looked like the main zombie in the most recent Day of the Dead movie.
I follow a few Facebooks for horror movies, and people post like, I'm watching Day of the Dead Bloodline, and I see all the comments, and they're like, pretty good. Good movie. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The movie was so bad.
That one was bad. Saw a Twitter comment today, not any way related to our page. Somebody was upset because they just discovered that people don't like the Dawn of the Dead remake. That blows me away.
Zack Snyder one?
Yeah, that blows me away. That is one of the best remakes of anything, of any genre of all time, in my opinion.
I mean, if you're a huge fan of the original, it's definitely a lot different.
It's different, no doubt, and I like both of them. I don't even know that I would want to have to pick which one I like better, because they're both very good for different reasons.
No, I like the Dawn of the Dead remake. I wish the same kind of quality would have made its way to Day of the Dead, and they could have continued on that trend. But you're
not going to get a Day of the Dead movie in 2018, directed by Zack Snyder, written by James Gunn.
Yeah, but I don't know if Zack Snyder's that important in this.
I mean, he's had a couple recent ones that weren't the best necessarily, not for everybody, but I don't think he's necessarily the wrong person for a zombie movie.
What did you think of Watchmen?
It's okay. I never read the initial material, so I didn't have.
It was pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't have any special attachment to the source material though.
He
still haven't read it.
Did he do 300 as well?
He did.
Okay, all right.
I like 300.
Picking up on Zack Snyder. I don't know.
Some of his early work's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he got into an area where he wasn't the best for the movies he was doing to begin with.
Look.
Oh boy.
I don't like when they take all these superheroes and they mash them into one movie.
Yeah.
I don't need my Superman. Well, I don't ever need Superman, frankly.
Agreed.
With Batman. And so, holy shit. Did you see that?
Good thing we got the camera rolling.
It was like magic. I don't know what I was talking about. Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
But anyways, regardless of all that, we were talking about something else that I wanted to I don't
superhero.
Remember.
They take the superheroes and mash them together.
Superhero. You're a big superhero fan.
Big enough.
Yeah. Just can't get into them anymore.
Okay. None of them?
Not really.
So, today's June 1st. Last month we had 3 big major tentpole
Jesus Christ.
giant movies come out. And I like to watch these types of movies. You like some of them at least. Did you see or do you have any interest in seeing either Infinity War, Deadpool 2, or Solo?
Maybe Deadpool 2.
Okay. So you don't dislike superhero movies
No.
out of the gate.
No, I'm not one of those people.
Did you like them before and you got tired of them, or is it just that a lot of them just don't go the direction you're looking for?
I think a lot of them are kids movies, and I don't really have much interest in kids movies.
Gotcha.
There's just that was like the thing, like Star Wars and stuff. Sure, it was fine. I just never could get really into them. I don't know why. I think because
So you haven't seen any of these 3 movies.
I was
yet
always
at all?
an Alien guy, and like there's stakes in those movies. I don't know. It's just like I always felt like the Avengers movies, they hold back. You know nothing's ever gonna happen.
You haven't seen the most recent one, have you?
Okay, they kill all the characters, whatever, but they didn't really. You think they actually killed Spider-Man? They're gonna make a Spider-Man movie.
No, Hawkeye's gonna come back and save everybody.
Sure,
they're gonna get their hands on the gauntlet, and somebody's gonna turn back time. Some of them are staying dead, though.
You might bring in one of those random ass comic book characters.
Are we gonna get into spoilers here?
You summon up some random ass comic book character that 5 people have heard of, and you know he's the guy from that Star Trek episode who's definitely dying, and they're not bringing back. Sure, but I don't care about that character, so it didn't matter anyways. But I'm just saying, like,
Chris Evans has said he's not coming back after Avengers 4, so I don't know if they're killing off his character or he just doesn't want to do him anymore. They're gonna pass the mantle somehow, but we're gonna lose some major characters in this.
But
Infinity
you
War
already
storyline.
know that.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's only because an actor said something publicly, though.
Okay, so when
I'm telling you, Gamora isn't coming back.
When Andrew Lincoln dies on The Walking Dead, everybody was like, "Oh, we knew it was coming because this actor's not signing on." Like it takes that's already
It does take the fun out of it a little bit.
I got the hit, and it was in a shitty way, so it's not going to be nearly as effective when it's on screen.
By all accounts, I don't know if we want to get into it yet because the movie's still a little bit fresh. But Solo has a pretty big spoiler of an actor show up, not an actor, but a character show up that nobody was anticipating.
Stacey says spoilers, goddammit.
If we're talking about Avengers, it's been out for a fucking month. If you didn't want to get it spoiled...
We don't need to talk about Avengers. I've never seen it. Like,
okay.
I think I saw the first one, and it did nothing for me.
Fair enough.
And I don't understand the hype. I just assume it's just not for me.
So in terms of, like, talking about selection of movies for either the podcast or, I guess you would tend to do modern stuff on the YouTube more. Would you ever do a superhero movie for it? Because going back to our conversation from earlier about the name of our show, like genre movie night would better explain our show succinctly than bad movie night. And superhero movies count as genre movies.
Yeah, well, there's bad superhero movies for sure. There's that one Captain America movie.
So that's the
there's
kind of thing
that
you'd go for.
Fantastic Four movie made by Roger Corman.
But would you consider doing something like a Batman versus Superman, which was by most people's account, a bad movie?
No, it's not a bad movie. It's not a B movie. It's got like $80 million budget at least.
So what to you is a bad movie?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously what a bad movie is a movie that's made ineptly.
Okay.
But what I like in a bad...
Batman versus Superman was made ineptly,
no,
according
it
to a
was
lot
not.
of people.
No, it's not. That's just people nitpicking because they didn't like... No. Zack Snyder can make a competent movie. You might not like it, but that's whatever.
I'd say it's a pretty looking movie. It wasn't a great story.
Yeah, it needed some editing, sure, but it's not nowhere near on the level of bad movie. When we talk about movie, we're talking like somebody put some passion into it, but they were so inept in some ways, and mostly in their production, that it comes out comical.
I still don't think.
But it's sincere.
I don't think you've adequately described to me why Batman versus Superman doesn't count.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. It's fine. I wasn't. What was so bad about it?
The story just didn't matter. Especially that third act was
Do
pretty
they
terrible.
ever matter? Batman always wins. Superman always wins. Period.
Superman died in that movie. Chris.
Okay, I will say that
Superman died in that movie. I'm sorry, Stacey. Spoilers.
I will say that scene where the Batman's gonna kill Superman. And he's like, Martha or whatever. My mom's name's Martha. Okay,
that was one of the worst scenes in a major movie we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
So does budget come into the consideration? Like sometimes we've seen some movies that we've called them bad movie and done them for bad movie night, but they're really great.
Yeah, budget comes into consideration.
Okay.
I like the ones where, you know, they didn't have the budget.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see is the efforts of someone just trying to get their idea out into the world.
So we're probably never going to do a DC thing or a Marvel thing for bad movie night.
Well, we can do that Fantastic Four one with that Roger Corman put out.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And there was a
in the current.
There was
run.
a few Captain Americas. There was a Punisher with Dolph Lundgren at one point, although that was like a real movie.
Yeah. But would something like a Kick-Ass be of an level?
Kick-Ass is not a bad movie for one. It's pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it was at a level budget-wise compared to those other two behemoths that you'd consider doing.
No. So, for the sake, Lucas says, "Hey guys, what's up, Lucas?"
Hey, Lucas. Is it Lucas Toombs?
I never did get to the end of Batman vs Superman, says Anastasia D. Well, did you fall asleep?
It's a long one.
It is a long one. I didn't like Jesse Eisenberg as Captain Picard or whatever he plays in that fucking movie. Who is he?
I know it. I'm just going to sit here and...
Lex Luthor. I didn't like him as Lex Luthor.
No, I didn't either.
I would have liked him as a young Captain Picard.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no.
So if you could recast Lex Luthor in that role, who do you want?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't
Okay.
care about
Fair
fucking
enough.
Lex Luthor.
Well,
I don't care about...
Let's move on from the Marvel
I
stuff.
don't care about Superman.
So we had a question earlier on Facebook. Which one of you is the Q and which one of you is the A? That is from Aaron.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Aaron, let us know what it means.
Message retracted. Dear
Oh,
Lord,
God.
Lucas, what did you say?
Somebody,
What did you say,
somebody left a
Lucas?
racist comment.
Holy shit, Lucas. I don't know what he said. I got bored and stopped watching. All right, well, that's fair.
Us or?
I got bored in that movie, too. That's the point. I think. I don't know.
You won't get bored if you go to Infinity War. That's all I'm saying. It's a good time at the movies.
Is Infinity War the new one?
Yeah. Came out about a month ago.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Okay.
I just.
So I'm curious then, like in terms of movie selection for the podcast and for the version of the YouTube show that you and Mark and AJ do, it tends to be older movies, 70s, 80s, 90s. So you kind of at least have a general idea of its reception and whether it'd be an appropriate fit. Sometimes we do things for our show where we are doing more modern stuff, and I don't think we necessarily know what we're getting into all the time. So we've done a few movies now that I think don't count, and like maybe even are out of the range of what we'd consider bad movie night, namely Shape of Water. I can't imagine we would have ever thought we'd do a Best Picture winner for bad movie night. I think that one caught us off guard. We really liked the movie.
Here's the thing. I don't care. We watched that movie because we wanted to.
Fair enough.
Right. So, whatever. But
like if you told us even after we'd done the movie, like back in December, like, hey, you guys, do you know that you're gonna do a Best Picture on the channel? Whatever. Like, no, we're never gonna do a Best Picture movie. Those are all garbage, and that's not what we do anyway. Maybe Shape of Water got the bad movie night bump.
Oh yeah.
All 168 people.
You owe us, Guillermo. You owe us.
All 168 people who watched our review went out and saw it and gave it the bump.
Hold on.
We've also got A Quiet Place on the books now. That seems to have garnered a lot of critical and audience praise. What you doing there?
What
you doing there?
I'm looking something up.
I
Just
see that.
chill, dog.
I'm over here asking
Oh,
questions.
sorry. Lucas says, I watched Return of the Living Dead. I was super scared. When? How old are you? When did you watch this?
I imagine the average age of a lot of our viewers is
But
about 15.
Return of the Living Dead isn't scary. It's more funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on when you see it too, though.
I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Was there? Let me ask you. Was there a movie you saw when you were definitely too young to see, and it scared the bejesus out of you?
Oh yeah, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist scared the fuck
Dude,
out of me.
when that guy peels his face off, oh my god!
I think it was Poltergeist 2, but in particular, I had just been to the dentist, and they were telling me I was probably going to need braces soon. And then that scene, I think it was 2, where the braces start coming out of the kid's mouth and wrapping him up and start reaching for the socket in the wall. That freaked me the hell out.
Lucas. Linnea Quigley in Return of the Living Dead is nothing to be scared of.
That was the payoff for all that research?
No. I was just thinking. That and what was the other? Oh, what was that other movie? When I was a kid, I can't think of it. There was one.
Children of the Corn kind of messed with me a little bit, which I understand most people don't find all that scary, but I saw it very young, and I saw it at my friend's house who lived like in the middle of a cornfield. Even as an adult, I don't think I even want to go back to watch those. I don't even remember anything about it, just that it scared the crap out of me.
Children of the Corn's not really scary.
And I understand that. I think I saw it when I was like 7.
I think the idea is more scary, yeah.
But again, I think I saw it when I was like 7, and I saw it in the middle. We were in the middle of a big there's a cornfield on one side, woods on the other.
My grandparents had a cornfield.
We were like an 1700s house.
My grandparents had a cornfield next to their house, and I always thought of that. I don't even think I ever fucking saw Children of the Corn at that point. But Michael W. says, I'm 40. Does that make me creepy?
No. We're almost 40 according to whatever asshole was commenting earlier.
What's life like at 40? Because in 7 years I'll be there.
I'll be there.
So I got 7 years left. What should I do? What should I do with those last 7?
I'm sure a 40-year-old will tell you to start saving for retirement.
Lucas says he was based true story about 245 trioxin. I think that's a reference to Return of the Living Dead. I haven't seen it in a while.
But going back to the question about movies that are too big for what we do, Quiet Place also seems like it's gotten a little bit big for our britches. We like that one quite a bit, though.
Well, yeah. I like horror movies. I'm a horror movie guy. So when there's a new horror movie that I'm actually interested in, we'll probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's few of those, though.
Are there horror movies that are too big for what we cover on our page? It? It's
like 33 with less knee pain. I have neck pain now. I'm only 33. What do I do about this?
Maybe don't ask your YouTube followers.
When you have knee pain, you can get a new knee, right? Like they can rebuild you. You can be better.
I understand that last.
But when you have a neck, what are they gonna do? They can't do anything for that shit.
In the future, they'll solve that problem.
One can hope.
Oxycontin.
No,
solve the problem.
become an Oxycontin addict.
Oxycontin, chase it with whiskey.
I guess I can do that.
Okay, we got a one question from a Reddit user earlier today, from user Spud1114. How much junk is in Ian's trunk? Care to answer that question, Chris?
There's a lot of junk in that trunk, son. When Frank and Freddie were talking about 245 trioxin in basement, I saw Tarman bite suicide on head on death scene.
Was that a sentence?
Lucas, work with me here, buddy.
Come on, man.
Yep, not gonna get that one. Ian, tonight we're gonna be talking about what did we watch?
Gray Matter.
Gray Matter.
Sequel to Soft Matter.
Oh shit, we got another message here. Hold on.
Do we now? Let's all pause and wait while you.
What's
while you
Chris's
read.
Tattoo? Is his shoelace made of dots? Fuck you, Mr. Rip Shit Up.
Give him a close up. Give him a close up.
You can't really see it.
Walk closer.
I'm not getting any closer. So, here's the thing. I have played bass guitar for, I don't know, since I was 12. I'm now 32, 33. So, a long ass
Already
time.
trying to sneak it younger?
A long ass time. And when I was learning bass guitar...
It's a Rush thing, isn't it?
It is not, but it's close. When I was learning bass guitar, I got really into a band called... A little band called Dream Theater.
Oh.
If you're into prog music at all.
Legends in that scene?
The reason I got into it is because their music is so intensely hard to play.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought the John Mayung 6-string bass. He's the bass player for Dream Theater. He's an incredible bass player. And on the inlay is the infinity symbol. And I always thought it was really cool looking, so I got it on my arm.
Okay.
Because one, it has personal meaning to me, bass. No one else will know what it is. Two people thought it was just two sperm touching faces.
Okay.
Do sperm have faces, though?
They have a front.
Okay.
A front of something can be called the face.
There you go.
For those who haven't picked up on this already, my day job is I'm a kilt maker. There's always a sticker on the material that says this is the face.
What does that mean?
So we put it on our forehead and go,
Wait, what? Does that mean it's like the outside?
Yeah, like when we just get the material folded up, we unfold it. There's a sticker on it, just so you know which is the face and which is the back of the material.
Tarman said more brains. Tarman is a slime zombie.
Who is Tarman?
God damn it, Lucas! I'm gonna have to go back and watch Return of the Living Dead.
He's just quoting Return of the Living Dead.
I do really like that movie. Have you ever seen it?
I actually haven't.
It's more of a comedy, if I recall.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So I understand what Lucas is trying to do to us here is something I did on an episode of the podcast recently that none of you will ever get to hear because we had some audio issues. But we had on a special guest, and I was quoting. We were watching an old movie, but I was quoting the movie Soft Matter repeatedly throughout the show, completely trying to derail the whole thing. And nobody else understood, and it was a lot of fun for me. You'll never get to hear it.
I'm so oblivious to that stuff.
I'm sure Aaron was just looking at me like, what is he talking about? He's not making any sense in the context of what we're talking about right now. So we had one other question from before we started that I wrote down here that we should address from Facebook user Anastasia. She wants to know what our favorite jellied fruits are.
Fuck.
And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We could talk about jellies. We could talk about jams. We could talk about preserves, marmalades, whatever. What's your jam, Chris?
I don't know. Like,
you don't have a preference? You don't put a little jelly or jam on your toast in the morning?
I really don't think there's much of a difference, honestly.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. I'm not saying you have to pick whether you like jelly versus jam better, but like what flavors you like. You just a grape man, or do you like to go more interesting?
I like strawberry.
Do you like a frog jam?
What the hell's that?
It's fig, rhubarb, orange. Is G grape? That doesn't sound right. But it's a blend.
Did you say G grape?
Is G stand for grape? I don't think it does in that. I don't remember.
Oh, that's okay. So
it's an acronym, for a blend, and it's more common in the South, is my understanding, but you can get it at Merry Meat Farm. One of my favorites.
Run down to Merry Meat.
Anastasia, I like a blueberry preserves. Specifically, giant grocery stores carry their own branded version of it, and it comes in a glass that I really like because I then use those glasses for scotch.
Hey, is there any movies we should be checking out?
Yes.
Let us know that right now. Because I'm looking at future movies to watch, and I have a few. We can watch a few trailers here if we want. But there's nothing really jumping out at me. We have.
Well, pretty soon we're going to be doing Jurassic Dead.
Jurassic Dead.
To follow up our Jurassic Games review. Just went up a couple days ago. Check out Jurassic Games review. Buy it when it comes out in a week and a half because that is a great movie.
The director, Dan O'Bannon. Dan O'Bannon helped write Alien, didn't he?
I don't know. Why are we talking about him? You gave no context for that.
Oh, I guess Dan O'Bannon did direct. Did he? Did he direct?
Why are we talking about Dan O'Bannon?
Oh, I'm sorry. This goes back to the Return of the Living Dead conversation that is currently going on. Yeah, you're right. Dan O'Bannon did direct the Return of the Living Dead, which I did not realize. I do know he was part writer of the original Alien movie, credited for all.
One thing you guys may not know is Chris is the foremost expert on the Alien franchise. What is the worst Alien movie?
There's nothing. What is the worst Alien movie?
Yep.
Alien Covenant. God damn it.
Is that the most recent one?
Yeah.
Not the one where they were running around in the suburbs or whatever.
No, Aliens vs Predator don't count. They're
Alien
not part of
Predator was down at the South Pole.
That's Alien vs Predator Requiem, is what you're referring to.
Okay.
It's still part of the Aliens vs Predator side series. That is not part of the main.
What's worse, Covenant or Alien vs Predator Requiem?
Okay, Covenant is way better made. There's no disputing that fact.
Okay.
Ridley Scott can make a great movie. It's the fact that the movie is all right until a scene where what the hell is his name? Michael Fassbender shoots a flare into the air, and from there on out, I'm out of the movie. Okay, which is 30 minutes into the movie. It starts out like a normal alien movie with a bunch of people going to a random place and they stumble upon something, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, there's some eggs.
It's the fact that they built this backstory to how the aliens were created and all that shit that I just cannot get on board with. And
would you ever
Ridley Scott is more interested in exploring androids and all that kind of shit than actually the xenomorph.
Okay.
Which, okay, you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Leave it up to mystery, but then just stop fucking making alien movies.
Right.
Because when people come for aliens, that's what they want. They don't want Michael Fassbender being an android doing, I don't know. At least for me.
Is there any movie in the history of movie making that was more disappointing than that first Alien vs. Predator movie?
Yeah, your mom showed me when you were born that home movie.
I'd say I was so looking forward to Alien vs. Predator. I was following the
really?
progress of that production for years.
Paul Anderson, you could have seen it on the wall, man.
I don't think I knew who his name was at the time, to be honest. I do now, but
there's nothing out there. What is this?
Yeah, I was so looking forward to that movie, and there's so much potential in an Alien vs. Predator movie, right? Like, you'll give me that?
Yeah.
Like, there's potential to be a really great Alien vs. Predator movie. Not unlike Gray Matter, where you have two monsters facing off on Earth.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. I was like, that sounds familiar.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It'll be out there soon.
But it seems like every time we've watched a movie like that, they never work out. I wonder why that is. Because you got Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, Gray Matter.
There's movies that work out with two aliens facing off.
Bone Jangles. I'm not just talking about two creatures, even like Bone Jangles.
Critters is the perfect example of that.
Okay. I don't see them as both monsters, though. I'm talking about like two villains facing off, more so than two aliens facing off.
I would say Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy vs. Jason, yeah, you got me there.
Definitely is that. I like that movie quite a bit.
Yeah, I do too. You got me. You win this round.
Michael J.W. the Fourth says, "There's Nothing Out There" was fun, and actually, I do have a copy of "There's Nothing Out There," which is from 1991.
I thought he was just saying there's nothing out there that's fun.
Well, that too. Well,
I would say you're just lazy and not trying hard enough.
No, he is 40, Ian. He is 40.
Oh, that's our 40-year-old?
Yeah, that's our 40-year-old.
Bringing the average age up.
So,
do they even let 40-year-olds on YouTube?
I don't know. We're going to get cut off pretty soon.
Uh-oh. Got a text from my wife to look forward to when we get done here.
What'd she say?
I'm seeing there's multiple here. I'm only seeing the one that says "fuck you," though.
Oh my god. I got nothing from mine because mine doesn't care enough to watch this.
No, your wife has never watched a single one of these, has she?
No. She's not interested.
Though apparently she seems to think our page is about to blow up. That's an interesting thing. We'll talk about it afterwards. I got a weird text from her the other day.
What'd she say?
We don't want to get into it on here.
Okay. I don't think that's going to be the case.
So we're already coming in at around 50 minutes, and one of the things we also wanted to do was talk about some upcoming movies that maybe we want to do, or explore what other people think we should do, especially new stuff coming out soon.
Oh, you want to watch a trailer?
We can watch a trailer. We can just talk about some upcoming movies. Like I said, we're doing Jurassic Dead soon.
Where is this one? I need this one. Yeah, I actually have a few trailers lined up here.
Okay.
There is a few things that I wanted to check out for the show.
Coming out tonight is Upgrade. Do you have any interest in that one?
Oh shit, is that coming out tonight?
Coming out tonight.
It's hard to say. Lee Winnell is directing that.
I don't know
who
that
Lee
is.
Winnell is. Well, he was part of the first Saw movie, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's also the actor in Saw. He's the guy in the tub. He's not the one who saws his leg off, obviously.
Okay, obviously that's.
He's the other guy. It's,
Princess Bride.
Yeah. But he's also part of some of the Insidious movies and stuff like that. I think he might have directed one of them. I don't know. He's all right. He's the in the Insidious movies. He's one of the camera guys from the two. He's semi-talented.
Haven't seen him do a sci-fi turn yet,
but
though. So.
That movie does look fun.
Looks interesting.
And it's got the guy from Prometheus, who's fake. Who the hell is he? He's fake. Mad Max.
Oh, yes.
Bane. He's. Your Bane is so bad.
Oh.
Jameson Brooks. Who's Jameson Brooks? Should remake. says Jameson Brooks should remake Return of the Living Dead. Jameson Brooks made a movie called Bomb City from 2017, which I have not seen. But maybe I should check it out if Lucas says so.
So another movie that probably got a little too big for what we typically do for Bad Movie Night, going back to that conversation from earlier, would be Annihilation.
Yeah, of course. Let's.
I'm pretty sure we're going to do every Alex Garland movie ever made, right?
Let's watch a trailer for The Jurassic Dead. Because I don't think I actually watched the trailer.
Oh man, you are in for a journey, man.
All right, we're gonna watch the trailer for The Jurassic Dead.
We should add that I loved Jurassic Games. If you didn't see our review on that, Chris, not so much.
It's all right. I didn't hate it.
I am down for every low-budget dinosaur movie made with crappy CGI ever made. Except for maybe this one.
This mouse sucks on here.
I believe we're gonna have a guest join us for that one. In the process of working out the details for that.
Oh, here we go. Jurassic Dead.
Here we go. I think we're going to have to check this out again later on the big screen.
And the Jurassic monster will be reanimated, and you will all die.
Those effects, man.
Actually, it has a lot more effects
We
than
got
the other
Darth
one.
Sidious as the villain, apparently.
This is like a spaceship?
I believe it's the desert.
Of course it's a desert.
It's a scientist who's created a T-Rex that turns people into zombies.
Including dinosaurs?
Yep.
How does that make sense?
Well, the T-Rex bites people and they become zombies. It's that kind of movie.
So you live through a T-Rex bite?
I mean, no.
That trailer sucked.
There is a longer trailer out there.
Okay.
I know I've seen a longer trailer than that.
They're sending us a DVD for that. We're going to review it.
One of the things I'm curious to find out about, it seems really weird. There doesn't seem to be any digital release anywhere.
VOD.
Like in this case,
I don't understand that
I remember
either.
coming across the trailer for this one, and it said Wild Eye releasing at the end. I'm like, wait, we get screeners from them and via email all the time. Why didn't we get one? And you reached out to them like, yeah, we'll send you DVD. And Amazon has it available for pre-order right now, but for DVD only. I don't know what the deal is with that.
I would think VOD is like
seems like all of these low-budget distributors, Wild Eye and Uncorked, they all have VOD as the main source of revenue. I would think, if not straight up just distributing to an Amazon or a Netflix or something. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on board in general for these low-budget dino movies, but that one looks rough.
Yeah.
And as I said in our Jurassic Games review, T-Rex is from the late Cretaceous, much more recent than the Jurassic.
Nobody cares about like the details. Mr. Rip Shit Up says, Dream Theater, eh? Newman has a pretty funny bit. Oh, Adam Newman has a pretty funny bit called VH1 Most Metal Moments about the drummer from Dream Theater. I assume
Adam
he's
Newman?
talking about Mike Portnoy, who was the drummer for Dream Theater. He's no longer.
Okay.
I don't know who Adam Newman is. Adam Newman is a fictional character from The Young and the Restless.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Rip Shit Up. You're going to have to explain that to us.
Show us your math.
Yeah, we're not quite pulling that one together. Oh, I got another trailer.
Okay. What else we got?
I do want to watch with you because I want to talk about this a little bit. I got to figure out how to do this.
We're gonna do Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom when it comes out.
I don't know. Maybe. All right, let's watch this.
What do we got? E.T.
You tell me.
I think I've seen this. Looks familiar. Not ringing a bell though.
It will. This is theater movie.
Okay. This kid must be a superhero. Live action Spider-Man.
No, that's some ad.
Tell me about the mission.
You'll get there.
Did you see anything unusual?
You'll get there, Ian.
It's the same interview room as Annihilation.
Like an alien, you mean?
You saw something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you met
Watch movies?
someone or something tore them to pieces.
Shane Black is?
Iron Man something?
I think they're attempting hybridization.
Iron Man 3.
They're upgrading on every planet they visit.
We need need to know if you pose a threat.
We're assassins.
Is he really?
Isn't posing a threat kind of the point?
Predator? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Hard to say from that trailer.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel any special way.
I don't know. I mean, Shane Black was in Predator 1. I thought he was the writer, but he's not.
Okay.
But he did write Lethal Weapon, I think.
Okay. Going back to Jurassic Dead, though, more importantly.
You don't want to talk about Predators?
It was
and
interesting. We could talk about that,
Predator.
too. But
How
the
do I
weird
turn
thing
this
is,
off?
there's a trailer out there from as far back as 2016 for Jurassic Dead. So do you think they...
Are you serious?
Do you think they finished it and then just sat on it,
I don't
waiting
know.
for the next Jurassic World movie to come out? They figured, oh yeah, I know you made it. We could put it out now, but let's just kind of sit on this one for 2 years and wait for... Because they'd already missed the window on the first Jurassic World, because that was 2015. Or do you think maybe they just did a teaser back then? I don't know. I'm curious.
It's those,
Questions I have.
those CGI effects
It
take
took
a
a while. Yeah,
long
it took a while.
time.
I mean, it depends. I mean, oftentimes movies with a lot of effects will... Like, I know Jurassic Games pushed out effects to a couple different studios, I think. Whereas maybe this one was all one studio, so it took them a long time.
Mr. Rip Shit Up sent us a clip that we need to watch.
Doing? Did he just send it to us now, or?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't know if we
Don't
can
put
watch
any
it.
porn up on here. I don't think we can get away with that.
Michael W says Adam Newman is a comedian. Go back and check the Reddit for a link. Oh, so he's on the Reddit and on here.
Multimedia.
Jesus Christ, and he's 40.
Multimedia
How is he
master.
doing all this?
Again, I didn't
Those
think they allowed.
synapses are still firing.
I didn't
though.
think they allowed 40-year-olds on Reddit either.
Jesus Christ, Adam.
Next thing we know, he's going to be on 4chan.
So,
What do we
so
got?
the Predator, you don't want to see that?
The trailer didn't really tell me
You
that
know-
it looked. I didn't. It neither made me need to go see it, nor did it make me go, that looks terrible. I don't feel strongly about that trailer.
You know what I got?
I've always got time
You
today
know
for
what
Predator.
vibe I got from that trailer? An Aliens versus Predator Requiem
Okay.
vibe.
Maybe.
Which is not great,
No, that's not a good spot to be.
but we'll see. The fact that they have this kid opening a box and pulling out a Predator thing makes me automatically like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll probably watch it. Now,
Oh my God! Stacy says, I'm going to regret saying this, but that Predator preview looks pretty interesting.
Stacy, you're coming on Bad Movie Night to watch it with us. Stacy, you might recognize folks from our Orbiter 9 review.
I need another beer.
Go get another beer. I'm sure they don't mind waiting.
Yeah, if you have any more questions, we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. I'm going to go grab a beer.
Don't go grab a beer.
Oh, you can't fill this? Oh, come on.
So you're more of an Alien guy.
But yeah.
I definitely consider myself more of a Predator guy, though. I like the Predator movies a little bit better. Now, objectively, Alien is a better movie. I will give you that. I like Predator better.
I mean, I love Predator.
And Predator 2 is awesome, too. I don't get people who think, oh, Predator 2 sucked.
No,
Some
I
people
like
say
Predator
that.
2
Predator
as
2
well.
is pretty great.
Yeah, yeah.
Danny Glover's all,
There's just
I'm too old for this shit.
there's much more world building in Alien.
Sure.
At least once you get to Alien,
It certainly inhabits a larger world.
It becomes more interesting, and because they're traveling to different planets and stuff. It's
Yeah.
automatically.
They do get some travel to other planets, and was it called Predators? Was the
yeah.
Was the one with Brody?
Yeah.
Adam Brody? That's not right.
Adrian.
Brody.
Yeah.
I actually like that one.
Yeah.
That's the
Michael says, "Let the man get a damn beer, Ian."
best. You guys just want to sit here and watch me make dumb faces at the camera while Chris goes and gets beers? They're not in the room. I'll tell you that much.
All right. When someone asks Ian a question, I will get up and I will go get a beer. Okay. No, Predators.
Better
was
get me one, too.
fine. Predators was fine. That was Nacho. No, what's his name?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Can't remember.
Nimrod.
Nimrod? That doesn't sound right.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it's produced by the guy
Okay.
from Dusk Till Dawn. What's his name? Rodriguez.
Yeah. Starts with an E. Not Eddie.
Eddie.
Not Eddie Rodriguez. Roberto Rodriguez? Is that right? It's Roberto.
Also, my birthday is coming out 6/06. What is that? My birthday.
Don't know. Is that person? Is Lucas just saying that it's his birthday?
My birthday movie. My birthday song is a 2018 Bollywood psychological thriller. Is that what we're talking about? Ian, can you say the alphabet backwards without pausing? Chris, go get a beer.
I mean,
I'm gonna grab one.
yeah, grab two. I mean, I can say the alphabet backwards. Probably not without pausing. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not pandering to you people. I'm not here to answer your dumb questions or whatever. So Chris's taste in movies is pretty bad, huh? Alien? I don't know what he was expecting here. I got nothing. Check that text from my wife, see what she has to say. She says, fuck you. Lorelai. My daughter's watching, so don't embarrass them. Great. Apparently Lorelai's watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so good thing I read out her text out loud before I saw the first text that my 6-year-old's watching. Just said that she's watching. Don't embarrass us. That's. I did not recite the alphabet backwards. I just sat here awkwardly,
You didn't say
stared into
anything?
the camera, made fun of you.
What about me?
You'd have to have been here to know.
Hold on 1 second. What is this?
Why are we looking up Fun Pops?
I'm not looking at Fun Pops. Zach Voitas on Twitter sent me the cover for a movie called Outdoors with TK and Mike Comedy. What in the goddamn?
Doesn't look good.
Wait, did you get this, Zach? I gotta tell him. I gotta respond to him. I'm sorry. Rip that shit and send it to me, Zach.
This definitely couldn't have waited.
Yeah, we are gonna stop pretty soon here because we have to record a video on Gray Matter.
Is there any other future movies coming out that you want to talk about, or?
Well, so the one movie that I am looking forward to, I have the trailer for it that I want to see.
I just opened a beer for you, fuck.
Oh shit! I'll do the gold monkey for now.
Oh, you got a golden monkey?
Do you want the
I
gold
already
monkey?
sipped from this one.
I think I had the gold. That's all right.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like golden monkey.
I know. I think it's called Incident at a Ghost Land. Maybe that's
Okay.
the international name,
Okay.
but I'm just going to refer to it as Ghostland. Pascal Legier, he's French.
Mm-hmm.
Martyrs
Okay.
is the movie he made, which I love. And it's coming out soon. I made you watch the trailer before. You didn't seem too pumped on it, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay.
Besides that, not really. There's a couple movies that we have sort of queued up if we want, but nothing like that I'm super excited for. Is there anything you are? Because you were super excited for that Jurassic Games
Jurassic
movie,
Games. I was so pumped, and I'm so glad it lived up to my expectations.
but nothing else.
But nothing,
right now?
nothing to that level. No.
Okay.
It'll be fun to follow up that with another dinosaur movie soon.
that
with
Jurassic Dead movie-
looks so bad.
Does
I'm
it,
gonna hate it.
Why does that look so
just-
bad?
It looks like a movie that's so intentionally over the top dumb.
Oh, so like a
It looks like Sharknado
Yeah,
territory.
okay. I don't know. I couldn't.
I mean, a
From that
T-Rex that bites people and turns them into zombies. It's a little too dumb for what I want out of a movie. Maybe I'll enjoy it.
It's called science, Ian.
I'd rather enjoy it than hate it.
It's called science.
But we'll see. We'll see. My expectations are low for that one. The CG doesn't look as good as it did for Jurassic Games. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, besides the ones we've already mentioned, we've got in the can already Cold Skin coming
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
I think that releases today, doesn't it?
I think that came out.
Releases wide today, so we'll be putting that out pretty soon.
Today. Yeah, I have that video almost edited.
Already did our video for that one. I think we generally liked that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's
That's Xavier Gens. You should check that out. I think it comes out today at Amazon.
The skits we filmed for that one, I think, are particularly well acted for us. Because as you all know, if you've watched our videos, they're usually quite badly acted.
How dare you? How dare you?
But I liked how those ones came out quite a bit.
Yeah, they're fun.
We've also got, what was the YouTube movie we did? It's in the can already.
Android, Cyborg, Android
Night Punch.
Night Punch.
The title's way better than the movie, but
I don't think the movie was that bad.
Not as good as the title.
Yeah, I can't find. I'm pretty sure it came out today, but I can't.
It's
find
fine. Cold Skin's out soon. Doesn't matter. Moving on.
Anything else? All right, we're gonna put in one last call. Any questions? We'll wait here. We're just gonna
Stare at the camera.
stare at the camera.
Do you want to talk about any YouTube channels or podcasts that maybe inspired you guys to get started with Bad Movie Night?
Nope.
I mean, obviously, it's a huge ripoff of Red Letter Media.
We do get that often.
As we like to get a comment on every one of our videos about. Thank you, people.
No, I don't. What do you want me to say?
I was wondering
No,
if
I
there's
don't
any.
know. I mean, I'm probably the only one who's ever seen any Red Letter Media stuff, right? You're not.
I've seen a little bit. I don't follow it.
Yeah, I don't know.
At this point, because we've gotten so many comments and you guys are just ripping off Red Letter Media. At this point, I just almost don't want to watch any more of it though, because I don't want to let that infect my thinking.
No, I
So,
definitely like Red Letter Media. I don't really
It's
watch
fine.
them anymore because of the comments, and I try.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like it, just because I want to try and do something a bit different. Obviously, we get compared to them because we do the Bad Movie Night show where we
Right.
talk and riff on bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they invented either of those things,
No.
but it is
Or
similar.
movie
Definitely.
criticism in general.
I don't quite understand when we get them on the videos that me and you do, where we just generally review a movie.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because
The version that you and I do is definitely distinctly different from what you and AJ and Mark
yeah,
do.
and maybe it's just because we have a set or something. I don't quite see why we always get those on our videos, but we do. I don't know.
So check out Red Letter Media, guys. I know they're a little tiny channel that could use your help.
No, they're great. I don't have a problem. Like,
I don't feel strongly either way. I do always try and watch when I get a chance.
I don't know what to say when people like our Deep Blue Sea video or something. Like, oh, it's Red Letter Media's
because we do
idiot
some
brother
editing.
or something, and be like, okay.
My guess is because we do some editing, whereas a lot of the movie review stuff
Yeah.
out there is mostly just people talking into their
I don't
webcam
like-
and not editing it.
I will say I don't like when people stand in front of a green screen and they talk and then it just randomly cuts all the time.
Yeah.
I like it to feel more natural.
Okay.
So maybe that's like I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I really like the format of like the movie fights that they do on Screen Junkies. Again, to clue you guys into another small YouTube channel that could really use the Bad Movie Night bump. They're fun. Plus, they tend to do some of the bigger budget stuff we don't cover. So I don't mind continuing to watch it. I don't feel like that's gonna mess with the way we do things here.
All right,
No more questions?
look at this.
All right, look at
Tons.
that. That's sweet tat.
Oh, sweet. All right, we're gonna be out. We're gonna go record some videos. Thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know when we're gonna do this next or how often we're gonna do it. But
If you watched, let us know what you thought. Is this something you want to see more of? Maybe we do it once a month or something if you guys like it. If it seemed like you'd rather just see more video reviews, we'll just stick to that.
Michael W says saying you guys are ripping off Red Letter Media is like saying Simpsons did it. They've been around for a long time in internet years and have done a shitload of different things.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Thank you, 40-year-old.
He's seen some shit, Ian.
Yeah, he's almost as old as The Simpsons.
He's our only fan. Why are you dissing
Yep.
him? Dissing means
Good comparison, though.
What does dissing mean?
Insulting?
Dissing means insulting, Michael. You wouldn't know that.
It's the new kid
It's
slang.
what the kids are saying these days.
All right, let's fuck off.
You done?
Finger guns?
Finger guns.
Yeah, let us know how we did.
Yeah, we don't do
Let
this
us know if
very
you
often. So.
want us to do more of this. Maybe we'll do some more topic-based stuff in the future. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you've got a topic you think we'd want to see us address. Just sit here and chat and take questions on. Let us know.
All right. Peace out.